Everybody, so I just said that binders are on the floor, so we'll wait. I just practiced up. Okay, so I'm just waiting for the binders. So Alicia, let's go please, because we should have had that on the floor. Okay. All right, so everybody's looking at the board. Take a look at the board, please. Okay, this is all the data based on last week's test. Okay, so save your reactions. Okay, so whole grade, you all got 84.3 mastery. So we were like 0.7 points away from having a level 4 85. So this is excellent though. Okay, 55 of you in the whole grade had a level 4. 36 of you had level 3, and we only had 5 level 1s. Okay, so looking at our individual data, this is what you see. Mastery, Lemoy, what's the mastery at the bottom for AD?
85.2%.
Excellent. So as a grade, as a class, y'all got 85.2. Okay. Bring it back in, please. Bring it back in 2. Bring it back in 1. And now we're at 0. Okay, thank you. Okay, so we see that out of all of you, you got an 85.2. We had 13 level 4s, we had 10 level 3s, we had 2 level 2s, and we only had 2 level 1s. Okay, so just raising your hands silently, we're going to do this quickly because we have a lot to do today. What do you think contributed to you all as a class achieving that goal of an 85.2? What do you think contributed to that? Leslie, say what you just said, but raise your hand. What? Okay. Anybody want to elaborate on that idea of focus? Christina.
Like for the multiple choice questions, for example, like we were like if they said to go back to the past route, which was for most of them, we went back to them to the part where they said to, and then we got the questions right.
Good. Okay. One thing that I did notice in here was that just about everybody in here was focused. You all were reading, you were annotating, you all correctly identified the genre as fiction. I know, for example, that the solution/resolution to the story was a little bit tricky, okay? But you still were able to identify something that happened towards the end, okay? Question breakdown. This is the one question that you all struggled with. Y'all didn't really struggle with it because y'all were at 67%. So 67% of you actually got this right, but this was the question that had the lowest, like percentage. So question number 2. This is where y'all talk about the purpose of certain lines in a story and how those lines contribute to the plot. Okay, so the question reads, lines 20 to 24 contribute to the development of the plot by, okay? So this is where, as Christina said, you go back to the text. You look at those lines and you think about how do those lines contribute to either your problem or to your solution. So 18 of you chose D, describing weather conditions that can be dangerous to the cat, which was correct. However, 6 of you chose B, describing the challenges of dealing with heavy snow. B is actually your distractor. Can somebody explain why? Why is B your distractor and not the actual answer? Joshua?
Because it's kind of similar to D when it's talking about weather.
However?
Heavy snow. But D is talking about weather conditions to be dangerous to the cat. It's not talking about challenges.
Excellent. Okay, and the main focus of the story has to deal with the cat, not just the snow itself. Okay, but you have to expand on that and actually talk about how do those conditions of the heavy snow, how do they contribute to the cat? All right? Goals for the week. We're going to stick to the same thing that we were focusing on last week. Everybody look up at the board. Everybody look up at the board. Board. Okay? Ebony, board, please. Thank you. Okay, so we're focusing on multiple choice. I know from back here, Elisha, y'all can't see this, so I'm just going to briefly go over it. We're still going over answering multiple choice questions. Okay? Breaking down those questions into your own words. Okay? Writing your own answer before you choose your answer. I watched some of you. Some of you, you will break down a question in your own words, and you'll circle an answer, and then you'll go back and try to write in your own words. No, don't do that. Do it before you select your answer. Okay? And also identifying your distractors. Many of you are getting better at identifying distractors, and not only are you getting better at identifying them, but you're getting better at explaining why an answer is a distractor rather than the correct answer. So we're going to focus on this. So Wednesday, when you all have your benchmark, I want to see you all doing this. So Miss Savine and I will be checking on you all to make sure that you're breaking down the text, you're identifying the genre, you're annotating, okay? You're reading the questions carefully. Not only just the multiple choice, but your race response. And you're doing main idea jots. I want to see that you all understand the text, okay? So even if you think like, oh, Miss Reno, Miss Levine, I don't want to do annotations, like I still need to know that you understand what this text is about, okay? All right, so everybody take one shared text handout, pass it down. Put your name on it. Today's date is the 23rd. Do that quickly, okay? And we're gonna get started. Like I told you all, this text is easy, right? The quicker we start it, the better. Once you get the text, put your name on it. Put the date. Okay? AD much better with the focus. Okay? Take one, pass it down. Christian and Joe, they'll put all the extras in front of you, and I will collect them at the end. Jacob, I need you to practice self-control, please. Self-control. I see you acting up, mess it up. Okay? Don't take it to you, just sit up. Okay? All right. So everybody turn to the page where you actually see the title of the text. Okay? So based on the title, I'm underlining it, and I'm also circling this important word that we're actually going to go over in a little bit. Raise your hand if you've heard of Marcus Garvey before. You're familiar with this person. Okay? Hands up. All right. So I'll wait. So all I said was just to raise your hand. You don't have to say anything out loud unless I ask another question. Okay? So real quick, based off of the fact that many of you are familiar with who he is, who can tell us by raising your hand silently, what do you know about Marcus Garvey? Like, what is something, raising our hands, what do you know? Lemoy.
He's a civil rights activist.
Yes, okay. So what Lemoy is saying is very important. He was an activist during the civil rights, but it wasn't during the time of Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. He was actually his own civil rights activist about 40 years before Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. Okay, and we want to get into that later. Okay, so what is a genre? So if you were to skim through this text, what is the genre of the text? Raise your hand silently to identify the genre. Elijah. Yes. Say it louder. Okay, so everybody put that. All right. So right here, I'm putting the genre of the text. What are our thinking jobs for biography? Raise your hand just to remind us. We're not calling out. Okay. So I should see a lot more hands because we have done biographies in the past. Anicia. Okay, I need you to speak louder. Okay, so we're going to expand on that. So first of all, who is fine, but we're focusing on what. When it comes to what, we're talking about key accomplishments. So everybody put key accomplishments in parentheses. And whenever we see a key accomplishment, all you have to do is put KA. And when we have why do we learn about them? Okay? And I'm going to put in parentheses their legacy, because that's very important as well about why we learn about them. So just put legacy next to why. Okay? If your head is down, please sit up. Check your posture. Tiana, thank you. Jacob, sit up please when you're done writing. All right? So as I'm reading this text, I want you all to think about, first of all, we already know who the person is. Who is the person? Everybody. Okay. So they use a word to describe Marcus Garvey. And you see that word is what? Revolutionary. Right. So everybody should have that word circled. Revolutionary. Okay? Circle the word revolutionary. What does that word mean? So like whenever you hear that word that somebody is a revolutionary and what they do or what they say or how they live, what does that word mean? I see Jasmine.
What they like
what they did, like how, like revolutionary, right?
Uh-huh.
Like what they did and how it affected the whole in a good way or a bad way.
So you're on the right track, okay? Somebody expand on what she said about what they did or what, like, in a good way. Joshua.
It's like how many people they impacted or how large of a group they impacted.
Okay, so above this word revolutionary, I want y'all to put involving or causing drastic change. Involving